Hello viewers, today I will explain you how we can add how we can make our plugin or theme multi-language support. So for this, first of all, we have already a plugin. Let's say I have just developed a custom gateway plugin for testing purposes. Here is a custom gateway. Now for adding or making this plugin a multi-language, let's say we want to make the backend configurations, titles and the field titles in a multi-language support, or the front-end things like the titles of the form or whatever, anything for the front end we want to support them as a multi-language, mean whatever language a user selects or a user have, it will be auto translated to that language. So how we can achieve this? Either in a WordPress theme or in a WordPress plugin. So for a WordPress plugin, first of all we have to add a text domain. Here you see that I have added a text domain wc-custom-gateway and a domain path that is /languages, mean in that plugin configurations we have a folder called languages, and here in this directory we have a files. We have a two type of files, PO files mean pod files, and MO mean that is a readable as a machine readable format. This is a readable format for us, and this is the machine readable format, mean we can't read this file, but a system will read that files. So for making any plugin a multi-language, we first of all we need, for every language we need these two files, POT files and MO files. We actually create PO files where we have a translation for that specific language, and then by using an application Poedit we can convert these PO files to MO files. So let me explain you how we can first translate it and how we can make MO files and how PO files will work. So let me show you. First of all, for any plugin or theme we have to add a text domain and a domain path. So our text domain is WC custom gateway, whatever name you want, that is not specific, but here I have just added WC mean WooCommerce custom gateway, a name of my gateway, and /languages mean a path where I am storing the translated files. So here now we have just a one hook we needed. Whenever a plugin is loaded, we need a one hook to execute this text domain and this languages directory, mean when this plugin will be loaded, this action will be executed, plugin is loaded, and this function we have created custom gateway language translate. This is a function, and load plugin text domain, this is a WordPress built-in function, and here I am passing my text domain which I have already defined in a plugin details, and here I am setting the path of that language where these files are included. So let's see how we can make these files. So first of all, remember that we have a default English file, and then based on that default file we will translate that plugin or theme into another languages. But either we have a default English file or either we have a default Italian, French, German, whatever language we want to make, we can make them a default. But remember that for a default file we don't need a translations, we just need this MSG ID. So let me first explain you how we can create this file. What is the name, what is the naming convention of this file? So wc-custom gateway is the text domain we have already added in the plugin, and -en_us, this is the name of that language we are going to translate. En mean and a small letters, and _us mean a capital letter. So for all these languages, mean French, Italian, the first two digit will be the small letters and underscore, and then the two capital digits of that languages. And wc custom gateway dash is a text domain we are adding here. So all these files formats are in this format. The first one is the PO format, and the second, which will be auto generated by Poedit's application, will be MO files. So here we need two things, MSG ID and MSG string. MSG ID means the message, actual message we have, and MSG str means the message which we are going to translate, that is the message. And wc custom gateway dash class.php is the file where this text is included, and this 12:12 means the line at which location this custom gateway title is included, and then we will translate it. Let's say wc custom gateway dash class.php. So here if we have this class, we see that on line 12, this is the line number 12, and here I have a title, custom gateway title. Viewers, one more thing you remember here is, whenever you want to translate anything, or whenever you add any titles, so you must use a WordPress built-in function and double underscore, and here we will you have to pass the two function, the first two things. The first is the custom gateway title, and the second is wc custom gateway. This is the text domain of our plugin, and this is the title we are using, but in a double underscore. This is the built-in WordPress function. Now here this is the 12 means a line number 12, and this is the name of the file, and this is the line number 12. And what is the message ID? This is the message ID, custom gateway title. Now here in this plugin I have made in English as a default, so I am not translating it, just defining it. Here I have defined some of the strings, not all the strings, but just a few strings of this gateway, just for example that how it is translating. Now if I will translate it to a French language, now I am here translating these strings into a French language. Mean here MSG ID is the custom gateway title. This is same for all languages, and here is the translated string. Mean message MSG string. This is translated in the French language. Same thing is the 15 line location, custom gateway, payment gateway plugin for WooCommerce, and here is the translated message into a French. So we will translate this in a sequence. After translating it, we will just execute these files with the Poedit. This is an open source software, and it is easily available online. You can just download and install it. Here first of all we have validated this file, that either it is okay or some any type of issues or thing. So you see that no problem with this translation. Now we will save this, and our MO files will be generated. So here you see that these are the MO files. We can't edit it because they are encrypted. This is the encrypted format. Now if you see at the backend, let's say here I have a default language, English is selected, but if we change our default language into like French, now some of the strings will be translated. I have not translated all these titles, but just I have translated this title, and I think this, and the description of this. Let's WordPress update. Now our default language is French, and you see that after this page will be loaded, so these titles will be available in a French language. It is taking some time. Don't know why it is taking too much time. Mostly it didn't take much time to reload. You will see that after it will be completely loaded, it will translate these titles into a French language. Let's load it and we can see these things further. So I have already explained you that this is the name of the file, and this is the location, a line number in that file, and this is the message ID is the default title, and MSG str string is the translated string. Whatever language we will just translate using Google Translator or adopt some other tool for translating. So this is the total, this is the overall structure and layout for translating our files, and this is the overall feature of translations. Hope you understand it. So let's see it is loaded or not. It's loaded. It takes too much time. See that this plugin is loaded. Deactivate. This is in a French language. This is the title and this is the description. So these are the 4 or 5 things I have just translated, not the overall plugin. So this is the overall structure and procedure of translating WordPress plugin into a multi-language. Later on I will explain you how we can translate our WordPress theme into a multi-language. Please post any comments or questions. Thank you.